Today's world is full of people trying to conform and fit into a certain mold to be accepted by society. But there are some individuals who choose to break the mold, those known as Sigma males. They are independent and ambitious men who don't follow the rules set forth by society or traditional gender roles. They march to the beat of their own drum, setting their own goals and achieving them quietly without boasting or needing approval from anyone else. They are often seen as rebellious and arrogant by the average person, but they live according to their own standards. So without further ado, here are 8 rules Sigma males always break, and some famous Sigmas who did too. Rule number 1. Fit in or get left out. This rule suggests that to be successful and happy in life, you need to fit in with the social norms and expectations of your community. Those who don't conform to the norms risk being ostracized or marginalized. It's a belief that encourages people to seek validation and acceptance from their peers by acting in certain ways, wearing certain clothes, or participating in certain activities. Sigma males often break this rule by embracing their individuality and resisting conforming to societal expectations. They may be more interested in pursuing their goals and passions than worrying about fitting in with their peers. They prioritize authenticity and self-expression, making them less likely to conform to social standards they don't believe in or find unfulfilling. Some famous Sigma males who have defied social norms include Steve Jobs, Albert Einstein, and Henry David Thoreau. These individuals were known for their unconventional thoughts and lifestyles, and they didn't fit in with their society's expectations. Despite standing out from their peers, they achieved remarkable success and made significant contributions to their fields. Rule number 2. Show off your material possessions to gain respect. Many think displaying wealth and material possessions is essential for gaining social status and respect. Those who don't have valuable items to show off may be seen as inferior and not worth paying attention to. This is especially true for men who are expected to have an impressive lifestyle, to be seen as successful and attractive. It's like a show of power and dominance. However, Sigma males don't buy into this idea of materialism. They are not compelled to show off their wealth or possessions to gain respect and admiration. This game is beneath them and often brings out the worst in people. They always prefer privacy over public displays of wealth, not wanting to expose themselves to potential negative attention from others. Sigma men prefer to be judged by their actions and accomplishments rather than what they own. They know their own worth and don't need to prove it through material possessions. This doesn't mean that they don't value money, but rather that they see it as a tool for achieving their goals, and not as a way of gaining respect or admiration from others. A famous example is Warren Buffett, who lives a frugal lifestyle despite his immense wealth, proving that it's possible to achieve success without flaunting your wealth or possessions. Rule number 3. You must always follow the social hierarchy. If you ask an alpha male, he will tell you that adhering to the social hierarchy is crucial to find success and gaining respect. The idea is that those with higher status are more respected and have more power than those with lower rankings. So people must always strive for a place at the top of the pyramid if they want to be seen as successful by their peers. Those who don't follow these rules may be seen as rebellious, lacking respect, or failing to understand their place in society. However, Sigma males always break this rule. They don't want to conform to the rigid structure of a hierarchical society and instead prefer to blaze their own path. They are more interested in pursuing whatever fulfills them rather than what others expect, so they may disregard or even challenge the social hierarchy at times. They often have their own ideas and ways of doing things, which may conflict with the orders or authority of others. Sigma men value achievement and merit over social position, making it difficult to accept the idea of hierarchy in society or the workplace. We can even see this in famous Sigma males, such as Mark Zuckerberg, Larry Page, and Friedrich Nietzsche. These individuals were successful in their fields by challenging the status quo and creating something new, rather than relying on existing systems or hierarchies. Their stories prove that following the social hierarchy isn't necessary for finding success and achieving your goals. They have achieved success not because of their high positions, but because of their hard work and innovative ideas. Rule number 4. To be successful, you must be a people pleaser. The social butterfly stereotype is everywhere in our culture, and the idea is that the more outgoing and friendly you are, the more likely you are to be successful in life. This rule suggests that being a people person is an essential trait for success, and those who aren't social may struggle to achieve their goals. Sigma males are proof that this is not always the case. They may choose to be more independent and have fewer close relationships, but they can still excel in their chosen fields. They always break this rule by showing that success does not necessarily depend on being a people pleaser. Sigma men are often viewed as aloof or distant just because they value their independence and autonomy. They may prefer to spend time alone rather than socializing with others. They do not place as much emphasis on any type of relationship as on other personality types, and they may not see being social as a necessary component for achieving success. Despite not prioritizing social interaction, Sigma males have been able to achieve great success in their careers, personal lives, and other endeavors. Some famous Sigma males who have broken the social rule include Elon Musk, Howard Hughes, and Bill Gates. These individuals are known for their independent thinking, unconventional ideas, and unique perspectives, all of which seem to have been driven by their introverted natures. Rule number 5. You need a lot of friends to have a happy life. Many people say that having numerous friends is essential for leading a fulfilling and happy life. It's a cultural idea that places a high value on social connectedness and emotional support from others. People who don't have many friends may be seen as social outcasts, lacking something essential to their well-being. While having strong relationships with people can certainly enhance our lives, it doesn't necessarily mean that having lots of acquaintances is the only way to find joy. Sigma males prove this by breaking this rule and showing that you don't need a lot of friends to have a happy life. They value their independence and privacy, and sometimes prefer to spend time recharging their batteries alone, rather than in social situations. They often prioritize quality over quantity when it comes to friendships, and they may be perfectly fine with a few close relationships rather than a large circle of acquaintances. Sigma men don't necessarily view having many friends as essential to their happiness and may find fulfillment in other areas of their lives. This has been proved by famous Sigma males who have gone against this rule, such as Nikola Tesla, Stanley Kubrick, and J.D. Salinger. These individuals found success while keeping their social circles small and prioritizing their personal interests over social obligations. They were able to find joy within themselves rather than through the approval of others, showing that having a lot of friends isn't necessarily the only path to happiness. Rule number 6. Consensus over individuality. While most beta males place a high value on fitting in and following the group mentality, Sigma men break this rule. They may have a unique perspective on a problem or situation that others in the group haven't considered. They may prioritize honesty over group consensus, feeling that they must express what they believe is right, even if it goes against the group's opinion. They don't want to just go with the flow and accept what everyone else is doing. They prefer to think for themselves, challenge conventional wisdom, and make their own decisions. They are more interested in finding what works best for them, rather than following the herd mentality and doing what everyone else is doing. Sigma males also tend to view consensus as stifling creativity, so they prefer to take a stand even when it means going against popular opinion. For example, famous Sigmas such as Elon Musk and Neil Armstrong have been known to challenge the consensus and push for new ideas or solutions, even when they face resistance from others. These examples prove that Sigma men don't always conform to the group mentality and can find success by going against the grain. By valuing their own opinions when it comes to decision-making, they can achieve their goals and make a difference in the world. Rule number 7. Comparing yourself to your neighbors or peers. One of the most common mistakes many people make is comparing themselves to their friends and neighbors. This often leads to feelings of insecurity and envy, which can have a negative effect on your self-confidence and happiness. Sigma males don't engage in this type of comparison. Everyone's success journey is different, and comparing yourself with others is pointless. They focus on their own progress and don't measure themselves against the success of others. Success isn't a competition. It's about setting and achieving your own goals. Comparing yourself to others will only lead to frustration and hurt your self-esteem, so it's best to focus on your progress and not worry about what everyone else is doing. While competition can be beneficial in some circumstances, it often creates unhealthy comparisons and feelings of inadequacy. This attitude is antithetical to the Sigma philosophy. They know that success is a personal journey and prefer to focus on their progress, not worrying about what everyone else is doing or achieving. Rule number 8. Apologizing for who you are. We frequently see people apologizing for their thoughts, opinions, or actions. This is especially common among men who are apologetic or submissive to gain acceptance from others. While being respectful and considerate of others is important, Sigma males don't apologize for who they are. They stand firm in their beliefs and remain confident in their decisions, even if others don't agree with them. This can be difficult in a world of conformity, but they must maintain their independence and self-worth. If someone doesn't like them, it's okay because there are plenty of people who will love them just the way they are. They will try to respect other people's opinions, but don't feel compelled to compromise their own in order to please everyone. This attitude is essential for them to remain independent and in control of their own destiny. They know their worth and don't apologize for who they are or what they think or do.